Hey folks, I'm Nate, and today I'm going to be showing you a tool that Orion Motortech sent to me about 2 months ago at this point, and I just haven't had the time to do a review on. This is a unit bearing removal tool. It's supposed to help us remove the unit bearings on the front end of our Dana 30/44 Jeep vehicles. The idea here is that this thing is supposed to fit onto the unit bearing, and then you use a hammer to work the bearing off. So we're going to see how this works. Yeah, I've already got the Jeep kind of partially ready. I've got the wheels up off the ground. I should say the tires off, because I'm about to do the Metal Cloak lift kit that I've been teasing forever, but this video is probably going to come out before that. So I wanted to try to quick cover this thing, and then we're going to get on to the lift kit in another video. All right, so they include a host of things. Got some nuts of various different sizes. You can read these. They're basically 9/16 by 18. These are not labeled. 5/8 by 18. 1/2 by 20. Now these you might recognize as the thread and pitch, right? 1/2 inch shaft, 20 threads per inch, right? Is that what that means? I'm almost positive the Wrangler is 1/2 by 20. Basically what you're supposed to do here is take these nuts, take the tool, which I already have sitting over there, put it over the lug nuts, tighten these on, and then you hit the fulcrum or the lever or whatever of the tool with a hammer until the whole unit bearing pops off. So we're going to try that. I just want to show you what came with it. There's these rubber pads. I think these are supposed to go onto the arm where you hit it with the hammer so that it doesn't damage the thing. I don't know. Comes with some gloves. Comes with these hangers for hanging your brake caliper up with, which is actually kind of thoughtful of them, right? So that's cool. And like I said, this assortment of nuts, they come with lock washers so that you can get them on there and they won't pop off, along with normal flat washers. So yeah, we're going to take the 1/2 by 20 and we're going to try to get this thing set up and see if it works as easy as it says it will. The instructions are really damn straightforward. It says bolt it on there and hit it with a hammer. I've taken off the bracket that holds the brake caliper along with the caliper. That's all hanging over here. I took the bolts out that hold the unit bearing to the C here, or the knuckle, and I took off this big old spindle nut. Okay, so if you don't know how to do any of that, this isn't the video for you. I want to show you how the tool worked, so that's what I'm here for. Now, I think this is supposed to go this way because that fits around this flange here. All right, so it goes on like that, and then we're going to put a washer, I guess a lock washer. Lock washer doesn't seem to fit. Must be the wrong lock washer. And then one of these nuts. Yeah, this lock washer is not cooperating with me. Guess we'll do it without the lock washer. Hey, I guessed right. I shouldn't say guessed. I was pretty sure that 1/2 by 20 was the right one here. Okay, now the cool thing here is you might be wondering, like, okay, after you bolt that on there, do you have to keep unbolting it and moving it around? And I'm thinking the answer to that is no. We're going to find out. What size do you think this is? 1/4? 3/4? 3/4. Let's tighten this on just enough. Where's my ratchet? I have all these tools laying here from taking this apart. I'm just going to snug this up. It doesn't have to be like tight. So normally what I would do at this point, if I didn't have this tool, is I would take a brass hammer and I would hit at the back of this flange and it would slowly work this off. What you're fighting with here is the spindle that is the outer stub shaft here, there's splines on it, and this hub attaches to those splines. That's what makes your four-wheel drive work, right? So the power goes to this shaft. This is the actual shaft that goes all the way in. The splines, of course, mate to the inside of this hub, and that is what sort of binds. It's the best way I can describe it. That, and it also, the knuckle has a very tight fit, right? And when you tighten this back on, it kind of presses it in there. So what you're fighting against is getting it out of the knuckle and getting it, can you see where I'm at here? Yes, you can. What you're fighting against is getting it out of the knuckle and off those splines. So we're gonna just kind of, wow, ear protection. That's noisy. You could use a heavier hammer too. That padding either doesn't belong here or is not adequate. That actually doesn't help me, does it? Starting to come loose.
So I know this looks like a lot of work, but you have to remember I'm learning how to use the tool at the same time as trying to show you how to use it. This is the first time I've used it. What it really works out to is all you have to do is rotate the tool around and hit it from the outside over and over and over again. I did run into some binding where the hub seemed to bind on the axle shaft, and then I was able to continue working by turning it using one of my breaker bars by putting it in between the lugs. But keep with it and it'll work its way loose. You can see it coming loose in the video here, but it really worked out, I think, pretty well.
My other method requires a whole lot of hitting here and here with a hammer like that, which is actually helping here, but you can see how you could easily hit things you're not supposed to, and we don't want to do that. See how it's coming loose. There you go. Teamwork. Yeah, it doesn't say a dang thing about those rubber pads. I may have been using them wrong. I don't really know. Either way, it worked. What do you think? Right? Let me go grab it. So, let's see. Maybe the pads are for there? No, that doesn't make any sense. Oh. Well, whatever. You can see how the pad is just destroyed at this point. This pad, honestly, now that I'm looking at it, didn't really make any sense to even put it there because you shouldn't be hitting it this way. I guess you could, I don't know. But the tool is reinforced where you're going to be hitting it with a hammer, so that's how you know where to hit the thing. This pad, I think, did help keep, when I was hitting it here to try to move it, the paint kind of chipped and it like flew. So this helped prevent that. So I will say that that's a good thing. But I'm going to say that that helped. Definitely a better experience than the other method that I've used, which is to essentially hit it with a hammer until it comes loose. Now, that method works, of course. You don't need this tool. But for, you know, if you do these frequently, which if you have a Jeep and you off-road it, you probably do it frequently, unless you have a shop that does it for you. Would I recommend this tool? I think so. I'll look up the price. I didn't look it up before the video. Sorry about that. I'll put that in the description and probably like right here. Specifically right here I'm going to put the price. Yeah. But yeah, Orion, this is a neat little tool. I like it. It works. I don't know what else to say about it. But yeah, so there you go. Orion Motor Tech, OMT. I will put a link to the product in the description of the video if you want to go buy one. So what do you think? Does this look like a time saver or a waste of money? Put your comments below. All right, thanks for watching. If you want to see the lift kit, keep your eyes peeled. Subscribe to the channel, like and hit that little notification bell, and it will let you know dutifully when I post my video about the lift kit install. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Remember, folks, get out there and wheel. I'll catch you in the next one. I repeated that, didn't I?